Hello, it is July 7th. I'm a little late making my weekly update. The 4th of July weekend was busy, and our house is still extremely hot. It's not so hot today, but it was too hot to. I won't go into the details, but it was very hot. So, since I last touched base, we've had some good news, some really good news, and some not bad news, but just sort of neutral to bad. You decide. I'll start with the really good news, and that is that after a conversation that went well, the company where I work has agreed to let me use some of our video/film equipment making this movie. So that's probably, I didn't sit down and calculate it. It's probably $3,000 worth of equipment, lights, microphones, stuff like that. No cameras, no lenses, nothing really expensive. But when you add it all up, I think it's somewhere around there. And so I figured that will save somewhere between maybe $2,000 to $3,000, roughly. Maybe not that much, but certainly a chunk of money. So that was very, very good news. To sort of counteract that, I had been looking at a Blackmagic 6K Pro camera on eBay for at least 2 weeks. It was brand new, supposedly. I mean, it was sealed, so it came with just the minimum stuff, but it did include DaVinci Studio Pro. And the lady who was selling it, I think it was a lady, had dropped the price like a day before, I think on the 4th of July. And so I was watching it on the 5th of July. I didn't really pay attention to an auction ending or anything. And so we were out somewhere, and I said, well, because I had it open on the computer, and I was like, when I come home, maybe I'll just buy that, because I got the debit card, which I had mentioned, and I got it activated. So I had some money to spend. So I had to spend it, of course. And so we got home Saturday and was sort of busy doing stuff, didn't really think about it. I wake up Sunday morning, I refresh the page. You guessed it, sold. So for several minutes, I was quite bummed out about that, because it was a great deal. And you know how you get when you think something's going to happen and then it doesn't. So Sunday afternoon, which was yesterday, I started looking at other Blackmagic cameras, and of course, there's nothing exactly the same. Everything has been open. Most of them don't include DaVinci Resolve Studio, which is $300, and they maybe include stuff I could use but don't really need, like some cheap, as in cheap batteries that don't work that well. Some have lenses, some have like complete rigs, and so that was kind of a bummer. But there are 3 or 4 opportunities that I think will be about in the same ballpark. So I'm going to work on that today, maybe tonight. I don't know. And then you just get this point of, am I really going to pull the trigger and spend $2,000+? And then, of course, I have to get a lens. And I've budgeted somewhere around low 4,000s to really outfit this, not with everything I need, but follow focus, some sort of a cage, maybe some sort of I forgot what else. Certainly an extra battery, a viewfinder as opposed to a monitor, and a mat box, a memory card. So it adds up pretty quick. So it might be closer to 5,000. I hope not. And so I'm going through that. I looked at tickets to fly 3 principal cast in from California. The good news is that's relatively inexpensive in the grand scheme of things. If I could get them to fly Spirit Air, it would really be cheap, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I went over on Saturday and took some drone footage of the house, which I hope is going to be the principal location. And I'm still waiting to get inside, but I did that kind of not really to kill time, but I wanted to get some different views of the outside just for script purposes. Speaking of script, nothing really has been done. I told the 2 co sort of directors, my sons, that we should all get together and really go through the script line by line, et cetera, et cetera. Still waiting to hear from the gentleman who I hope is going to film and light the movie. I've been giving him the good news on the updates, hoping that he will say, yeah, let's go for it. Nothing yet, so that's a little bit not depressing, but I get it. Again, it's his reality, and therefore it's my reality. I'm going to send out a email to all the people who have expressed interest being on the crew. There's probably 10 or 12, and I don't pretend to believe that any of those will be able to work on it exclusively and, for 10, 11, whatever straight days, but we'll see. Got a new guy who just texted me today, so I'm going to do that. And then I've got a email drafted to a couple of the actresses with some more details. So on balance, good news. I think because of that, the use of that equipment that would qualify is really, really good news. And the rest of it kind of equals itself out. So it doesn't sound very creative. It doesn't sound very interesting. It doesn't sound like a lot of fun because it really isn't that much fun. But when you're doing it on a super shoestring, you got to do it yourself, which you are going to find out because in closing, as I always say, it's time for you, or is it time for you to go make a movie yourself? Until next time, go make a film.